Welcome back to our Boston Bruins franchise mode. The now rebuilding Boston Bruins. It is official. Started moving pieces out after the draft. We're going to continue to move certain pieces out in this season, maybe even in the next season as well. Continue to pick up picks, prospects, and other things like that, which should aid with the turnaround. Holding on to Pasta and McAvoy. Seeing if we can keep them around and win a cup with them on the roster here. So if you guys are enjoying this series, of course, hit that like button. And before we get started, we do have winners to read off from last season's point scoring contest. Now, no one got all three correct, but we do have three people who got two correct, so their names will be read off. The first up here being fucking Stallion Duck, who guessed for the team lead McAvoy and for the league lead Connor McDavid. So that is correct. Congrats to you. The next person here is Cameron Colburn, who guessed for the team lead Marchand and the league lead Connor McDavid. So congrats to you. And last but not least is gonna butcher your last name here. Gordon Costero. God damn it. Oh my goodness, Costerorbe. I'm so sorry. He guessed McAvoy and McDavid as well. So those are the three winners from last season. Best of luck to everyone in this coming season. Now, before we actually delve into free agency, I think there's another trade or two I want to do. And the main thing here being moving out Charlie Coyle. He's on the last year of his deal. 86 overall. He's got decent enough value. And that contract should be affordable for some people who want a good player. So Coyle, interesting. Coyotes want him. Listed as a seller. Buffalo can't afford him. Unfortunately, listed as a seller. Their first is going to be, too expensive and they don't want to give it up. Well, let's just throw it in. What's the value differential? Not horrible, but let's see if we could find a slightly better, like maybe a conservative buyer. Okay, the Oilers. Like, we could pick up a first from them. That looks okay. How many firsts do we have? We have 3 firsts already in 1 second. Possibility. Yeah. It's not going to be a great first. Obviously, because the Oilers are likely to kick ass. Because, I mean, McDavid, Draisaitl. So we can look for some other options for center-wise. Yeah, they could use someone like him. They'd have a solid top 6 if they did that. At least you think that's how they would play it. Well, who knows? They might choose to mix it up differently. But that would give them a decent top 6. Their bottom 6 would be pretty non-existent, but hey, you don't need bottom 6, right? That's an option. Let's see what else. I'm going for people who have them on the block. Preds are a seller. They're not going to want to give up their first. It's going to have too much value as well, I think. Excuse me. Yeah. The Oilers might be the best. Oh, actually, the Pens. Oh, yeah. They don't need offense, let's be honest. Oilers? Blues are a seller. Yeah, that's not working. Vegas is quite over cap if we did this, but they'd have time to maybe fix it. They have an okay, but for center, as far as centermen go, they do have a lot. If they got Coyle, they can use Carlson third line or Coyle third line or anyone third. I don't know. Could I get 2 firsts out of them if we did that? No, there's no way I'm getting 2 firsts for this. And, oh, they would be over. Okay, so I think Edmonton's the best place. It's just going to be the most stress-free place to move them in this case. And we should be able to go at least straight up for the pick, if not get a bit of something extra. I doubt we get a second in this, but let's try. I'd need to sweeten the value just a touch. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, we should have some unsigned dudes here. Just throw in a low bottom 6 into this. No? Okay, we can add more. Low 7. There you go. I like that. Get a first and a second for Coyle and some junk guys, essentially. Now, is there anyone else we feel like... Yeah, I don't want to... Yeah, JVR. Nah. He's going to need to have a good season and get that trade value boosted so we could move him at the deadline. That's kind of what I'm envisioning for JVR. Yeah, I think everything else we... Yeah, Carlo's the biggest question mark. Shoot. At this point, you probably hold on to him. He has an extra year left. Ah, man, he was up to an 85. I didn't think I would need to move him then, but he's back to an 82, which is nuts. Yeah, I think we just hold on to Carlo. And I might honestly... Oh, OFD, we don't want him. Yeah, I'll have to sign some guys anyway in free agency. I'm just trying to think about what... I think we're... Obviously, Zaka's going to be the 1C with Pasta and probably JVR. Second line of, like, Geeky, DeBrusque, and someone else. And then the rest almost takes care of itself. CynFtWProductions is going to be in the AHL. Gavin is going to be... He's going to be an exemption. But right now he's on the main roster. And then we have other guys who are unsigned. Okay. So we need a second line right winger, essentially. Geeky can't... Or we can use Geeky as that. He's got 77 faceoffs, so he's not bad. So either a right winger or a centerman. Who can maybe get some stat growth or something if he plays well. Let's see. Let's start there. And we need some AHL guys too, so we'll look at potential type players. Again, we want to go down towards this area. Sharon Govich, here's an option. He's a two-way. But he's at that right age, right? Mangiapane, maybe, but he has 3 teams interested in him, so we'll avoid that. Sharon Govich seems quite interesting. His offensive stats aren't exactly where I want him. Let's see what else. Tatar's too old. Roslovic is a good one. Better offensive stats. Should fit into our second line. Yeah, let's say Roslovic. Oh, yeah, we can offer him 3 years. This will just help us get him. And we'll say we think he's going to become a 5 mil player. Yeah, let's sign Roslovic. 3x5. That will pretty much put us at the cap floor. Do I want to get, like, a lefty OFD or something? The only OFD is Jesper. Oh, nah, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna like, oh, maybe we could play an OFD next to McAvoy, see what they do. There's nothing here. Okay, maybe a bit too old. I think Pedersen's the guy we target, and obviously don't give him freaking 6 years. Likely not going to get stat growth on this guy, so we'll only do 2 years for him. But we'll give him 6. And that'll kind of complete what we signed for our defense in the main roster. Right? Just some kind of filler guys in between spots. Like, you know, we're going to give Pedersen some top 2 times. So That'll be good. Let's go to, actually, go, well, hold on, let's start with defensemen. We needed at least 3 potential defensemen. So, hello, Poirier. Does have a team interest, he's tendered, yeah. Nyamala, not tendered. OFD, though, not exactly interesting. 23 at 76, tendered, damn. You know what? Let's stick with 2-way. That's where we're gonna find exactly what we need here. You know what? I'm still gonna take a chance on him. We'll get Topi Niemela. Drops off pretty quick after that. 76 at 23 is pretty good. He's built kind of weird, but maybe these 2 guys, Kuznetsov and Sabrango, I think is the 2 guys we pick up. Get him and Kuznetsov. That should be good for that. We will need a couple forwards at least. 70s. Oh, Gustian! He could turn out, you know, he could turn out to be a decent AHLer. Let's snag him for a year. A playmaker. I want him, you know, to probably play first line with CynFtWProductions. So let's grab Pedersen here. Foodie is a good guy to pick up as like a future depth-ish guy. Maybe he's not built that well. This guy's built much better. And Ozzy's here too. Let's go after that guy. Doused. So that's 3 defensemen, 3 forwards, 2 NHL guys. Still need a few others. Get some younger guys here. 21 at 70 is not horrible. He's actually built quite well. Oh, we have to give him a full... That's okay. A full 3-year 2-way. 73 at 22 is not amazing. Winger playmaker. 75 at... Oh, okay, it's the other Ratu. I was like, what? Does have a team interested in him. Let's max out a 2-way. Oh, okay, we're likely not getting him, but let's throw it through anyway. This guy's also tendered by the looks of it. Yeah. Meh. 24.77. He pretty much has like a year. Oh, he's also playmaker. Okay, we're getting into the much, much lower ones now, so... We did, I think, need a couple 4th liners. Let me check that. That might be enough for the AHL. Let's see what we're looking like. So if we get signed Rozovic, that'll be our top 6 with him. And then you have a 3rd line of, say, Pitlick, Evans, Boqvist. 4th line of Marchment. Lauko can still be depth. Everyone else is going to be down. So we need 2 4th liners to play with Marchment, essentially. Or Marchment can be, you know, 3rd line. Actually, it's probably better for the 3rd line. Yeah, let's get a couple 4th liners. Let's do that. That seems like something we need. Centerman and a winger. So let's look at centers first. Trennan. Oh, look at that. Look at those face-offs. This might be someone we even want to hold on to for a minute. Let's get him under contract. You can do 2 years. Let's do a 2x2. That'll help out our cap floor situation. And is Marchand a right or left winger? Shit. That is kind of important. Not super important, but I do want to know. Might as well. I feel like he's a right winger. Oh, goodness. No, left winger. Okay, so we want a right winger. So let's look at that. Right winger. For that fourth line. Perry. Not exactly. Let him possibly chase a cup. Sammy Blais. He's okay. Brock McGinn is interesting. Sure, let's just grab Brock McGinn. And we'll do that as well. Because fourth liners, you can give them two years at this point, because we're not really going to have guys filtering in to play in the fourth line. Then the prospects that we have near where we want are not on the fourth line. Okay, let's, let's advance a few days here. We got coaches and scout offers out as well, so let's see what's going to happen with all that. Yeah, tons of scouts, actually. I think I was able to hire 12 A's, or A-minuses this season, so that's nuts. So you're going to see a lot of them popping up. Okay, we got a new AHL head coach. Good. Goalie coach, he's a D, and he says, what? He thinks he's too good for the job. Really? Come on, dude. That is insane. I don't think I've ever had that from a goalie coach. That's pretty nuts. Just get this other guy. Or was this? I don't even know if this was the guy. Whatever. I maxed him out, too. I think this is the guy. Whatever, dude. Why? Why are you like, I'm too good for this job? Screw you. You're not. You're a literal ass. You're not gonna coach unless you sign with me. Let's be honest. Oops. Let's keep simming here. More scouts. Alright, we got the associate for the coaching. We got the assistant for the coaching. Those are all AHL guys, all with good teaching. They all, I think, have A- or better. Look at my friggin' scouts, baby. They're all A's and stuff. There. Maybe it is a different guy, but this is hilarious. Okay, we got McGinn, Brozovic, Trennan, Pedersen, Sabrango, Doust. Oh, I needed goalies too, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Niemela. I think I needed goalies. Or at least a goalie. Ooh, and I might have too many players for that, but whatever. Yeah, I only have 2 on contract. Yeah. And I might even be trading Olmark at some point. Probably. Dude, should we trade him before the season starts? That's the question. We don't want to be too good. And we also don't want to tank his value, though. Hilariously, his value is actually not too good, considering the season he just had. And honestly, overall numbers are still pretty good for the playoffs, even though they tanked in that last round. It's actually kind of nuts after the season he had. Yeah, we should probably try to move him. Obviously, I have to replace him, but it doesn't make a whole heck of a lot of sense to keep him. And we could probably pick up another goalie in this. Who wants Olmark? The Avs. Oh my goodness. Here we go. They're not gonna have... Okay, if we did this, what are they... Oh my god. They're gonna have, like, no goalies. Conservative seller. LA. Here we go. You guys have a bit of a... Oh my god. You don't have anyone I can take back? Sign a goalie in free agency, please. Priority. Here we go. It's not exactly... I was hoping for someone slightly better. Oh, boy. Son of a bee sting. We can grab, like, a Schmid or something like that. And we can have him duke it out with our other guy. Fuck it. Yeah, let's just... Fine. We'll take Akira Schmid back. They'd be over... okay, we have to take back, Stollers. That's fine. I'm not retaining on Olmark with 2 years left. Okay, let's, Ooh, whoa, why are those picks so high? Just a bit low, okay. Well, we'll get, I'm gonna get there first for next year. I don't want too many picks in 1 year. It's better to spread it out. That's for damn sure. We do have 2 for next year already, but let's get a 3rd. Alright. And that's why we have these guys. That should make it go through. There we go. So, okay, Olmark goes to New Jersey on a very good contract for them, man. So we take Stollars back, whatever. They're only going to have 3 goalies. That's the best we can honestly hope for out of the AIGMs. It's absolutely atrocious, but they're going to have Olmark and Schmid, which is pretty cool for them. I wanted Schmid, but it wouldn't have worked cap-wise, so... Yeah, it's not the biggest of deals that we don't get them. Let's back out. Let's see what the cap situation's actually like. Oh, that is actually accurate. Okay, so... We have a 1-2 punch in the NHL now. Greaves and Stollars. I'm hoping Greaves gets a slight jump. If not, he'll split time relatively evenly with Stollars or something. We'll see what happens. But that's the hope, that Greaves actually jumps a little bit. And then let's pick up an AHL duo here. And that's all we need. Okay. 2 ways. I'd love some guys with slight bits of potential, just cuz. Though it's not super needed. You know what, actually, I think the starter I'm gonna give, have be more of a veteran type. I'm gonna grab Alex Line. He's gonna be our AHL starter. Just 1 year. Give him max 2-way. And then we'll need a backup. This guy can maybe have some potential. So let's look at that. Okay, not good enough. Oof. Yeah, these are 2 of the best. Get a guy with a picture. I know we have to give him 3 years, but it'll be fine. The last year is when we'll have to sign the other guys. He should be in a good position. And we won't keep lying, obviously, the whole time. Yeah, let's just sign Leinonen. And that will be our free agency all taken care of. Cap compliant. We have a good space over the cap floor to move more guys at the deadline, especially. Depending on... I don't know, we may not even move guys at the deadline. We'll see. So that should do it. Let's make sure those guys get signed. Leinonen, Lion, and that's it, right? Yep. So we're all good. Okay, let's well, get the lines and stuff taken care of and assign my scouts. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right. So I've got the scouts assigned and I've got the lines set up how I want them. JVR, Zaka, and Pasternak. That's the only actually plus here. Second line of DeBrusk, Roslovic, and Geeky. Then Marchment, Picklick, and Evans, Boakfist, Trennan, McGinn. Defensively, Pedersen and McAvoy. Then I'm doing Walsh here, who's a OFD. Not very good, but doing him with Carlo. And then Regula and Mitchell here. They actually get a +2 between the pair of them. These guys are essentially fighting it out for maybe like a top 6 guy of the future, essentially on that right side. That's the idea right there. Now, a lot of the stuff is best lines. I did adjust some things here and there, a little bit on this power play. But Pasternak's obviously going to be there. McAvoy's going to be on the top unit. Obviously, Pasternak's going to be taking the shots. McAvoy will distribute. Second power play unit is a train wreck. DeBrusk is on there taking the shots. Yeah, can't do much with it. All the other stuff is essentially best lines. Penalty kill. That. I'll give you guys a look at it. So there you go. Extra lines, all of this is all best lines, essentially. So you can see what's going on, but I haven't touched it, really. I'm just like, whatever. It's, you know, we're at that point where we got to build up the team. Whatever, it'll put the best player in after that. Whatever, shootout lineup. And of course, our goaltender's Greaves. So you get a slight jump up to 82, so he will be the starter with Stallers backing him up. We'll see what Greaves can do, right? We'll just see what the heck he's going to become. He's a wild card. We signed him in free agency. He actually got quite good jumps. So we'll see what he's able to do in that starting. But I will show the AHL, because I did make more adjustments to that. Foot, Pedersen, and Santavari. This is perfect. You know, power forward playmaker with our sniper that we just drafted on the top line. He's also on that top power play unit right there, taking the shots. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. The AHL looks pretty good. Like, this should be a competitive AHL team. Especially with the goaltending. Lyon and then Lanen and backing him up. He is listed as an other goalie, but whatever. He jumped up to a 71. So there we go. This is the Boston Bruins for this season. Now we're obviously hoping that Zacha can get even better. He did gain an X Factor, as you may have noticed. He's got no contest. So that's pretty interesting. He's got one more year on contract after this. He could be moved at the draft, or it could be moved down the road. JVR, we're trying to boost him up this season so he can be someone that people want at the deadline. Then DeBrusk can take his spot in the future. And maybe he even has a good season, gets boosted a little bit. But either way, that's the line of succession, I guess. That's why, again, he's got a 3-year deal on a good contract. We're able to boost up DeBrusk. He's going to be a huge asset down the road. So that's the idea here. And that's what we're going with here. And the captains, no captain, triple alternate, Pastrnak, Zacha, and McAvoy. Those are the triple alternates. So you guys have now seen the lines. So go ahead and make those predictions right now. I'll go ahead and show you what I've done with the scouting pool here. I'm pretty happy with it so far. And how I like to do it. I have two scouts in every major league. Russia, Liga, SHL, one scout in each of the European leagues, one scout in the minor USAs, then 2 in the Central, and then 2 in every CHL league. And there you go. And they're actually not bad. I did okay. Like, we don't actually have a region efficiency below a C-, which is quite impressive. And it won't really matter either. They pretty much go up to a good grade after a year anyway, but this makes it easier. This will mean our scouting's not going to actually be too hampered this season either. And it'll be great for the next season. So, alright. We got it. We're good to go. I don't think I want to do any extensions. We'll take a quick look, but... yeah, no, we're all good. Don't really want to re-sign Marchment. You know, we can hold... you know, he's RFA anyway. What does he want? Let's see. It's not really bumping up too much. We can lock him in for one more and he'll still be RFA. He wants league minimum, essentially, for a year. Not that we need that. It'll make, yeah, that'll make it weirder to, this is, yeah. I wish he had 2 years for RFA, that way the extension would have been in a better spot. I'll just leave it for now. Because if we extend him right now, can we do the one... Ah, screw it. Let's just extend him. Why not? Whatever. I want to keep him around anyway. Stallars, yeah, no. So, okay. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to try one thing. This has been suggested in the past. I've been... Nah, see, it's like no data to display. See, when you move people... Hold on, let me sim up a day. Let me advance a day. This should make everyone get out of here. Because that scouting glitch is probably still prevalent in the game. Fixes itself after a year. But let me see. There, you have to, like... because you're moving guys in a region, sometimes if they have guys assigned... Let me just advance 2 days here. Go to the scouting. Let me select him. He's doing character assessment. Let me see. So you see the names... Oh, the names actually do match. Estimated date that he'll be done. So you know what? Let's... I wish... I hate that you have to do this, though. I'm just gonna do this as a, We're gonna remove everything. I just want to see... Man, this is gonna take... Let's see, it didn't do anything. It's still all there. Fuck it. That's why I don't worry about... I don't know. Whatever. This shit's stupid. So, yeah, we'll do our own scouting and stuff as we go. Same as we usually do. Not gonna worry about the scouting glitch and stuff. We'll do it as we normally do. So anyway. Oh, it's because I didn't final... I hate that shit. Anyway. Let's get simming, man. My scout... okay, we got Greaves back. My scouting formula seems to work fine. I was like seeing, oh, will this min-max it better and not worry about that, you know, the glitch where, like, they're scouting people in a region they're not present in anymore or whatever. Or people are always say that someone's looking at them. It is what it is. Greaves fully healed. So preseason's over. And of course we're gonna kill it. This is Providence, but I do wanna... Alright, let me just... I'm just doing this so... Okay, we have Toporowski as our depth guy, so I'll know where he's gonna be at all times now when I make the move. Now I can do the, sub in all lines thing. But I'm not best lines, because I did make adjustments, right? So, I don't want... It was... We actually gained chemistry by putting this line together, so I don't want to mess that up. And he's also in the power play taking the shots now, so... And it looks like it's still... Screws up the calendar sim no matter what. DeBrusque goes down with a broken nose. We'll head coach replace player on that. Carlo goes down. We have a defenseman in there, so head coach replace. Jeez. 10,000 injuries at once. Oh, I could have just replaced. I thought, for some reason, I thought the, Oh, yeah, see? That's... Kapanen is back. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to just do that. It would screw everything up. So, Kapanen back in. And then this guy goes in. So, tons of injuries early on here. So, even if you switch back, it still screws up the calendar sim. Yep. We know he's back. We got him in there. Oh, we're back on it now. 3-3-1. Carlos fully healed. So, throw him back in there. Now he's back up to an 85. What the hell? And Gustafsson is fully healed. Oh my god, the menu lag, I cannot wait for that to be fixed. It is a pain in the ass. And DeBrusque is back, so there's the major bunch of injuries. Now back to normal. There we go. Mild concussion for Pedersen. Kapanen's down again. Yeah, Toporowski is back to his spot. Goodness gracious. I haven't changed injuries. This just happens sometimes. You have years that are worse than others. Pedersen back in. And yeah, it still screws up the calendar sim, so what can you do? Kapanen's back. He was a second line center, I think. There you go. Yep. Still doesn't track your calendar sim even if you come back from injuries. It's so broken. Good stuff. 10, 9, and 1. Interesting. We are being carried by Pasternak, but we're out of the playoffs. Not in a playoff spot right now. Even with a positive record. 365, 330. Power. What? How? Must be just the first unit absolutely going ham. But still, it's weaker than we've had in the past. Oh my god. It's visibly weaker. You can't argue that it's somehow stronger. It's off. It's whatever. Look at Zacha, man. This is exactly what we want out of Zacha. Pasternak's carrying him. JVR, I'd like a bit more out of him, but he's still doing fine. DeBrusk, actually pretty good. 14 points in 15 games. Geeky with 14. Pitlick 11. Roslovic and... who the frick... It's Roslovic and Geeky, right? On the second line? Yeah. Roslovic needs more, but Geeky's doing okay. McAvoy... He's not going to have the plus-minus, but he's at great point totals right now. Greaves actually has an over 900. Can't complain about that. Stallars isn't great as the backup. But that's helping us. Keep sucking, Stallars. Alright. So there we go. I'm going to go another month, and then we'll check out growth. We'll have scouting to do in a sec. We'll see how bad the scouting glitch is. It's not a packed month in terms of games, but hey. Oh, that's a real concussion for Roslovic. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Lauko's gonna go here. And Trennan's gonna go on the second line now. Yeah. I love his face-offs. 85 face-offs. And he's... I don't know, kind of better than Pitlick. In terms of points and such. I know we're not trying to make the team good, but I'm trying to have certain players have good seasons. So let's start the scouting here. Hey! Hey, we can scout him, look at that! Let's do it. How's the scouting glitch been fixed? That'd be amazing. Or maybe they just stopped the, I don't know. But either way, look at that. I got a Slovakian dude right here, right? That's the Slovakian flag. Oh, man. Interesting. We do want to get as much as... Ooh. Please have X Factors. Oh. Probably be too good, but still. I want to get as much as the first round scouted as possible, I think. Yeah, it's seeming like the scouting's doing okay. Alright. Been a lot of Finns popping up, haven't there? That's what I like to see. 20 should be fine. Hello. Oh, he's being looked at. Let's get into the hot spots here. Van Ryn. Okay, one guy there. Or Galena, goalie. That's super late, but at 19, maybe. Alright, those guys are too late. Oh, that guy's in a decent location for low elite. So let's take a look. Bit too late for this guy, but this will help us confirm other stuff, even if he's low top 6. That'll help us kind of confirm stuff around it and where we should take risks on guys if they're not fully scouted. So it's a good idea to still get them looked at. So I will. We'll get the other person scouting in there. Now we did see low elites popping in at the 90s, so I'm gonna add that to my to the things that I look at. This guy, again, a bit late, but still worth looking at. $30, that's no man's land. That's gonna be like a top 9. Here's where you look. That could be a top 6. Ooh, 85. That's a real good area right there. Alright, we have a lot to look at here, which is good for us. Damn. Okay. Alright, we'll skip some of those. No man's land, but again, if there's new stuff, there's new, like, tendencies in the draft, I want to catch them early. Damn, we're getting a lot of good stuff to look at. This guy's in a weird... The spread on Central Scout versus our Scout makes me want to look at him. Okay, this is good stuff. A really good start here. Yeah, let's not hand it to the C. You can do the other boring stuff. Alright, 2 ticks, a couple here. That guy's quite late, honestly. But I want to see if maybe a top 6 can appear back there. This is a good location, too. Worth. Okay, nothing there. 1 ticks. Already been looked at. Not a good location for a low elite, but we'll still click. And that is it. Okay. We were able to do a lot right there. So we'll continue on here. McAvoy is out. Woof. I want to make sure, because, okay, he's not in there. But that is, that's going to hurt us, which is just fine. Oh, that still remains unfilled. Okay, you know what? Let's get DeBrusk in there. Who the hell goes in here now? We'll just throw Zaboral in. Who the frick cares? That'll just make it easier when we put in McAvoy again. Alright, that's a pretty major injury, and the calendar's glitched out again. You love it. Love to see it. Who's the multiple people? Are they fully healed? McAvoy is not. Roslovic is. So we'll do that, and then that. He actually did really well there. I was actually thinking if I should have him third line, but nah, we'll keep Pitlick there. McAvoy will now be fully healed. So we throw him back in, and I'm tempted to stop to see the record, but we were only going a month, so it doesn't matter. Oh my goodness. JVR goes down. Okay, 15, 14, and 5. Which puts us well out of the playoffs. No wild cards in our division either, so we are 6. Yeah, we're essentially 6 points out. Pasta continues to kill it, but let's just focus on growth here. And I should also move DeBrusque up. I won't change the lines beyond that, but I'll just shift DeBrusque up. There shouldn't be any real growth here. That's all stat. McLeod. He was a third-round selection at 93. He looks like he's grown quite a bit. Yes, indeed. Tons of growth from this guy with that awareness getting up there. You love to see it. He's looking good. That's that winger playmaker, I think. Burke, who we drafted, who was he? Yeah, that's right. He was that first round we had to take a bit earlier. He's grown pretty decently so far. Again, off contract. Looking good. CynFtWProductions, wow, you usually don't see this. Sometimes 18-year-olds will just not grow the first year, but they'll still be great. But he's growing. And he's killing it. Oh yeah, he's crushing it in the AHL. His awareness has gone up. His shot's gotten even better. Defensive stats up. Skating up. Physical, yeah, I'm leaving him right where he is. I don't care if he's listed as third line. I'm leaving him right where he is. Ullman's grown a bit from 47 to 50. Gavin's grown slightly. He's playing in the CHL. So hopefully that continues. Pretty much everyone that we want to grow is growing. You can argue Tucker. But hey. Pretty much all of the top guys that we want to be growing are growing. Which is very, very good for us. And it's early still. This is the first look. Sometimes you see stuff like that at the deadline. We're not even at the deadline yet. We're looking real good. Alright, so one thing I want to do here. Whoa. Is this. Put DeBrusque up there until JVR gets back. We won't change the special teams line. I'm not worrying about that. Where our goal is not to be good, but boost certain players. Alright, let's just fly to the deadline here. And we'll see what we can do from there. Okay, Nolan Foote in Providence is out. So he's on the first line left wing. Jesper Boqvist goes down. I'm actually going to be careful about this. Okay, JVR is back. Alright, so Lauko will then slot in. Yeah, I didn't want to do the head coach replace player because I knew JVR might be coming back soon. Didn't want anything weird to happen, so Lauko goes in. And that's alright, cool. Just a quick check. Yep, he's back in. Alright, we'll throw Nolan Foote back in there too. This is why depth is important. Or, you can cheese the game by not having any depth and it won't give you injuries. Although, I really thought I was kind of safe, because my HL literally only has one depth piece. But if you have 0, it won't injure your guys. And that can be helpful. But also, it's also kind of random. We've had injuries with 0 depth pieces. It just feeds you new ones. Alright, Jesper's back. Oh, that's right, he's center first, which is hilarious. He's got like 60-something face-offs. It actually defaulted him to the middle. That was like, okay, when I just best lines it, it had Trennan over here and Boqvist in the middle. 65 face-off, or sorry, 85 face-offs versus 60, and the game defaulted Boqvist into the middle. Woof. Wait a sec. Okay, I think it was, I'm thinking of McAvoy, who was, yeah, that's just a minor injury. Riley Walsh. Sprained ankle, okay. They've not made it easy on us injury-wise. Alright, let's do some scouting real quick. Okay, continuing on, I would love to stop this. Hold on, let me actually check. Because... Alright, just wanted to make sure that the depth guy wasn't already in there. Throw him in there. And I want to see where the heck we are in the sim, so I'm stopping it. 20, 20, and 5, okay. I want to follow along here. Don't screw this up, game. Come on. Really annoys me that you have to essentially stop the friggin' sim. Yeah, he's like, no points. Please don't screw it up. Yay! This will screw it up for sure, though. So even if you switch back to, like, NHL, it then still... it still screws up the calendar, so... Yeah. Doesn't, you know... Can't have nice things. Can't have nice things here. Ugh. The literal worst, man. The literal worst. We're trying to up his value, and the man keeps getting injured. Oh, boy. That is highly, highly unfortunate. He's actually going to be injured for the deadline, I think. Can we still trade him if he's injured? I think so. Well, this is obviously not what you want to see. I'm just going to stop. Okay. Oh, I stopped on it anyway. So we are in 6th in our division. We're not going to be a bottom team, but... Yes, 57 points. We may end up being, like, bottom 5. That'd be cool. So we're here. Yeah, power play dropped down. Penalty kills awful. These are good things. Still scoring a decent amount. Actually, I wanted to see where we're at, overall standings-wise. Eighth. Yeah, so we're bottom 10, but we're not going to go into the bottom 5. That's just for sure. Like, we have a 8 point... Yeah, we'd have to fall quite a ways. But I want to remain in this, I'd love to be as low as possible in that top 10 so we have a good shot at the lottery. Seen some wacky things lottery-wise. Ooh. He actually wasn't looking that amazing anyway. DeBrusque, 3 more games, 3 more points, but that's technically a higher rate of scoring. We're still going to move on from JVR. Ooh, we dropped down to top 9. And he lost some overall, so yeah, we have to move him. And DeBrusque, yeah, we're not going to get as much for JVR now. I was hoping for more, like more points out of him, but it's instead turned out to be Zacha and Pasternak crushing it. Which is gonna be great for Zacha's last year of his contract, especially now that he's added an X factor. His value has skyrocketed. He could be someone we move at the draft or beginning of next season. Yeah. Okay. Teams will still be interested in JVR, just less so now, especially with the friggin' injury. Actually, the only non-plus line is our top 2. That's hilarious. Okay, Greaves has fallen below a 900, and now Stollers is above it. Well, whatever. Greaves hasn't grown either, I don't think, now. But he still might get a jump in the offseason. He's still going to be the guy that we just keep throwing in there. Throwing to the Wolves, essentially, sure, but whatever. Alright. Now, we will check a few things. Number 1, see the kind of value. Ooh. 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 That backfired. That's unfortunate. But good news is that we don't need really to move too much here. Because, damn, literally none of the other firsts are doing good. I was hoping for, like, one of them to maybe be like, yay. Nope. They're all going to be later. Weirdly, our own first doesn't have a shit ton of value. Even though we're the 8th worst team. So that's the thing. We actually don't have to move someone at the deadline and pick up something for at least this season, right? I would still like to get something back. Maybe I'll pick up a 3 for like JVR. We're not going to get much at this point, but we don't need him. I'd rather throw DeBrusk in there and start, you know, boosting him up again. He's doing better anyway. We will take, I'll show you guys, take a look at the what the draft class is looking like, because I'm actually quite excited for it. We have killed it in the scouting department. Like, crushed it. Still don't have Nestrov fully scouted. He can go elite or he can be top 6. No franchises or anything like that, and the top pick is actually a DFD. Which is very curious. There's another sniper here. There's also a two-way or playmaker guy. Still trying to figure out this guy's playing style along with him. But no OFDs or anything. I was really hoping to find a nice OFD. But there's legit none. This isn't honestly an amazing draft class. Goal scoring, magic hands, pull release. He's looking like a sniper. This guy could actually be, he could be a two-way forward or he could be a power forward. But we want to figure that out. Their play styles for sure. If we have to interview them, we have to interview them. And I'll show you guys what the heck else we've got. Okay, nothing yet. I still don't have Voninen scouted. Damn it. He's been stuck at 3 ticks. So no medium elite steals yet. Actually, no low elites yet. I thought for sure I'd get a couple maybe sorted. Are they dropping down? Ah, damn. That guy at 17 and the guy at 19. I was hoping that maybe one of them would be elite. Neither. No visible X factors either. Okay, well. Not exactly. Oh, and this guy turned out to be a top 4 around here. Maybe there's not any medium elites. So yeah, maybe if we don't pick up a 3 for this season, if we move JVR for that. Maybe for next, or the, yeah. I really do hope we move up a little bit, though. And we're going to continue scouting, obviously. We might still find some stuff. Might still find some stuff. Alright, we'll take another look at growth now. We know nothing from the NHL is doing it, so let's just go straight to here. CynFtWProductions up to an 83 now. And Burke is up to a 74. Really good growth. Holy shit. Oh, baby. Yes, he's going to be such a shit skater, but whatever. McLeod, 70 at 20. God damn! Absolute insane growth. Not a ton from Tucker, but he's at least growing. CynFtWProductions, though. Ooh, none to his puck skills. But, I mean, he is a sniper. He is looking like a pure shooter. Doesn't even that great deking. Look at that shot. Ullman, not a ton of growth out of him. Gavin, 77 now. Again, not a ton of growth out of him either. Well, that's okay. Everyone, all of our main guys are growing. That's like, you can't ask for a better than this. And just the sheer amount in which, especially Burke, has grown. And CynFtWProductions too. I mean, it's solid for him, especially like those guys who are near NHL ready right out of the draft. Oftentimes they don't grow much in that first year, kind of like Gavin right now. And sometimes they don't grow at all, and then they'll jump, and then they start growing the next year. That happens quite often. But I think we may have struck gold with CynFtWProductions here. Yep. We may have struck gold. Imagine 2 goal scorers of Pastrnak and CynFtWProductions. Whew. And that's a good heir apparent too for when Pasta, you know, falls off or whatever. Hot damn. Love it. Love it. So, at the deadline, we are for sure moving on from JVR. Is there anything else we should move on from? You can argue. You can maybe throw Carlo out there. He does have an additional year. We don't have to move him now. But he's another guy we could throw in there. And those are kind of the two guys. So do we trade both of them, or do we just do JVR? Again, the thing about Carlo is, again, we don't need to move him now. We have a ton of picks for this next year. We could collect more for the... We can honestly put them all in the future, too. We can take a look at a team and be like, okay, they're all in right now, but let's say in one, like the next draft coming up, we'll say one. Let's see in 3 drafts, they shouldn't be good. We could trade Carlo for something like that, a pick from that area, and then have that kind of in the bank. And we can do that now, and we'll get 2 years out of the guy. So those are the options that we have here at the deadline, and that's what I need your guys' help with to decide. So let me know what you think. Hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.